Now here I have a small exercise for you. I want you to install a node package called Mongoose. We use this to store our data in MongoDB, and you're going to learn about that later in this course. So for now, I want you to pause the video, install this package, and then inspect the package.json file as well as the node modules folder. So go ahead, pause the video, and when you're done, come back and continue watching. So let me install this package, npm install mongoose. Very easy. Beautiful. You can see our package.json file is updated. Under dependencies, now we have two dependencies. You can see mongoose, and the version currently is 4.13.6. Now let's take a look at what we have inside of the node modules folder. Look, we have lots of folders here. Where did they come from? We didn't install any of these libraries. We only installed mongoose and underscore. So these other libraries you see here, these are other node packages that mongoose is dependent upon. Now, in the previous version of npm, we had a different behavior. So all the dependencies of a given package were stored inside that package folder. For example, look, here's our underscore package. Let's imagine underscore has a few dependencies. In previous versions of npm, those dependencies would be stored inside this underscore folder, inside another folder called node_modules. So we had a hierarchy of node packages and their dependencies. However, this created a mess because we ended up the same package being installed multiple times. And also in some situations, we would end up with a very deeply nested structure. And on Windows specifically, there is a limitation on the number of characters that we can have in a path. So in recent versions of npm, this behavior is changed. And now all dependencies of our application, as well as their dependencies, are stored under our node modules folder. Now there is an exception here. If one of these packages uses a different version of one of these dependencies, then that version would be stored locally with that package. For example, let's imagine in our application we have installed this async module. Let's say the version that we are dependent upon is async version 1. Now at the same time, mongoose has a dependency to this package, but the version that mongoose is dependent upon is version 2. So we cannot have the async version 1 and version 2 stored under node modules. In that case, because our application is dependent upon async version 1, that will be stored here. But because mongoose requires async version 2, that will be stored here. So here we would have the node modules folder, and inside of that folder, we would have async version 2.